Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into some kitchen table talk daily. I have not reached out to my girl Beans in a minute. Beans, if you're watching, hey girl, I'm gonna call you and see if we can get a regular kitchen table talk together sometime real soon because we haven't talked in a minute. I feel like my hair is aggravating me. It's time for the faux locks to come out. They will be out by Friday. They are extremely too long and they kind of hurt now to pull up. So I just gotta deal with it. But anyway, y'all don't care anything about my hair issues. I'm just gonna give you my 2 cents like I always do on a couple of topics that I care to share my 2 cents about. So let's get right into it. First off, it's almost time for the reality TV shows that I care about to come back. I heard that Potomac has wrapped. I'm only interested in Potomac because I want to see how the shakeup is going to be. I think Love and Marriage Detroit is back in like a few weeks. I'm gonna try my best. Kamisha is doing another panel. I believe she's gonna do the panel on Saturday night after the episode. I'm gonna try my best, y'all, to make Kamisha's panel because I haven't been on a panel in a minute. And I'm going to try my best to stick, hey, Eric, to Love and Marriage Detroit. That's coming back. And I heard Bell Collective is in the works to come back. And y'all know I love Bell Collective. So it's a couple of normal reality shows that are coming back that I care about. So let's get into it. Up first, we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you talk about a show I'm ready to just throw in the trash. But it seems like people every day are still talking about Kenya. I don't know why, but let's get into it. Kandi is still doing her interviews talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta and Kenya. She says that there will never be another Kenya. I agree. There'll never be another anybody. Like, just like there hasn't been another Nene. There hasn't been another Cynthia. Like, I don't think there'll be another Kenya, but I think there's people that will do stunts and shows that Kenya used to do. I thought about this and I feel like Kandi is still speaking positively about Real Housewives of Atlanta and the things that are going on because Kandi isn't a hard no. Now, I think if they keep Phaedra around for a little bit, Kandi might be like, y'all could keep that. She got plenty of other avenues of putting herself back on television. So it's not like she really need Atlanta. Like she's done, if they're on season 16, 15 seasons of Atlanta. And I think she rebranded herself and marketed herself to where she could ride out the rest of her career just off of the 15 seasons she's already done on Atlanta. And she's just a talented person. Y'all know I just went to the Queens of R&B tour this past weekend in Chicago. And I'm going to say it over here. Kandi hit her note. Don't let TikTok fool y'all. Don't let TikTok, Instagram fool y'all. Kandi in the Chi-Town. In Chi-Town, Kandi hit her note. Kandi, they did a good job. I love the concert. It was an amazing concert. But anyway, Marlo is talking now. Now, Marlo is someone who's talking, being shady, hoping she can get a call back. Because Marlo is doing all this yapping about, oh, Kenya will land on her feet. Oh, Kenya this. When you play dirty, you never win. Like, she doing all this yapping on Instagram. But Marlo, if Kenya was the main force keeping you off the show, because she said Kenya was one of the main reasons why they didn't ask her back. If Kenya was the holdup for you to be on Atlanta, why did they call everybody up underneath the sun and reached all the way over to Married to Medicine to get Phaedra? Where if Kenya was the holdup, why they didn't just call you and say, hey, Marlo, come on back. You know, Kenya gone. We know she tried to blackball you, girl, but she gone, so come on back. They still haven't called you, Marlo. And I don't think Marlo is neat. Look, I'm going to give Real Housewives of Atlanta a chance. I'm going to watch season 16. I'm going to review season 16. But I can guarantee you, if it's some BS, some B to the S, it will be dropped very quickly. It's a show that I can give or take right now. All of my favorites are gone. Like Nene gone, Candy gone. Kenya wasn't never really my favorite. She started to grow on me after Brooklyn, but it's at the point now where if Atlanta didn't come on anymore, I'd be all right. I mean, we still got traders and stuff coming on. But anyway, enough about Atlanta. Can y'all please just leave Kenya alone? Kenya is talented. She's been on Atlanta enough to really spin this. Hell, if everybody else can get them a TV show, Kenya, where your TV? But leave it alone. Leave it alone, Angie. Leave it alone. Who's next? This white lady right here. I'm tired of her. Matter of fact, I really don't want to talk about her. I'm just going to drag her a little bit and move on. Kim is doing whatever she has to do, say whatever she has to say to get people to continue to keep their names in her mouth. And I feel like I done fell for it. White lady, I done fell for it. So you know what? Never mind. Moving on to the next topic. Because she ain't even worth dragging. Because that's all she want us to do. Anyway, up next is Usher. Now, ATL. Y'all people out in the ATL, Usher is from the ATL. It is the first show of the past, present, future tour. And y'all know I got me some tickets. You know me, Charles, my girl Shanita, some more Charles people. We all gonna meet up in St. I ain't supposed to be telling my beat. Forget where we gonna be. Forget where we gonna be. I tell you afterwards. I'm a mess. But we all getting together to go see the Usher tour in October. Usher has already canceled show number 1. He says he has to prioritize his rest. He's tired, overbooked. He wants to give us an amazing, give y'all people in the ATL, his hometown. You tell me you couldn't gather the strength for your hometown? Usher don't be on no BS. Usher don't be on no BS. When I tell you we paid too much money for this concert and Usher did cancel it. I don't know what's going on with these celebrities nowadays. They just be canceling whenever they want to cancel. I mean, I hope y'all in the ATL is okay. He didn't cancel show number 1. He said, I guess all he needs is a good night's rest because he said he'll be back tomorrow to give y'all a good show. Because I think he got 3 shows in a row in the ATL. Whatever. But we paid too much money, Usher, to come see this show. I'm excited to see it. I need you to get you some good night's sleep, some vitamin D, some vitamin B, whatever you got to do. Because when it come October, I don't need no cancel show. Like, y'all know my friend Charles. I could tell this little bit of his business because y'all already know. My friend Charles don't sit up in the seats. If we not sitting on the floor, he not going. And that's fine. And that's fine because sometimes I want to spend a little bit of extra money and be bougie too. I don't mind. I don't mind it sometimes, especially with Afterpay and whatever. So we are sitting in the pit. We are sitting in the center of the stage. Like, we're going to be a part of the stage. Usher, I really hope you video record like Beyonce did so I could be in the movie again, because y'all know I was in the Beyonce movie. I saw myself. I'm going to point it out. If y'all see the end of the movie when she flashing the crowd and there's somebody holding up a bright yellow sign, that's me. That's me, because I was the only one who had on a bright yellow sign. Anyway, but I'm a mess because Charles said, girl, that wasn't you, but that was me. That was me. So Usher, I hope you're recording, because I'm gonna be a part of the show, and I can't tell you how much I'm gonna drag if you cancel the show I'm going to in October. ATL, he said he gonna make it up for y'all another day, but see, I already canceled Monica because me and my husband's cousin, we newly cousins. We bought tickets for the Monica and Friends. It was Monica, Raheem Devon and somebody else, and she did that. Oh, we're gonna postpone it to October, and then we're gonna post. Now they say Monica isn't feeling well. I pray you get better soon, Monica. But I just told Ticketmaster, go ahead and run me my money because I ain't got time for postponed shows because I may not be able to make it. But anyway, I mean, good luck to the people in the ATL and Usher. You know, we're gonna pray for you and pray you get your good night's sleep and your good rest because I want to see a good show. I want to see a good show. But anyway, what's next? This right here. Now, this is where I was being a little bit shady to Kenya because see, Cynthia keeps her a check like candy. Cynthia don't care where the movie gonna be. Cynthia is gonna act, and I will say this: I watched the preview of this on Twitter. I believe I saw it on Twitter today. The movie is called "Who's Cheating Who." This is some scandalous, messy stuff. The acting, Cynthia's acting, based on this preview, has gotten much better. Cynthia's doing her thing. You got Eddie Winslow over there. I'm sorry, I don't forgot your real name. Eddie Winslow is in it. Old girl April, who got the kids by Omarion, is in it. And then that fine man, he played on a lot of Tyler Perry stuff. He's in it. The executive producer is Tammy Roman. Y'all know I love my girl Tammy. Shout out to Tammy for getting this movie done. It's coming on BET Plus August 29th. And our favorite principal from the Steve Harvey show, Wendy Raquel Robinson, you know, our favorite football mom manager from the game. I love Wendy Raquel Robinson. She's the director of this film. I will be watching and reviewing this. This right here is messy. I'm gonna tell y'all the premise. I don't know all the twists and turns that this movie is gonna take, but it starts off with April being a client of Cynthia's. I don't know their character name in the movie. Cynthia is a psychiatrist. April is her client, and she's talking to Cynthia about the problems in her marriage. Her husband is out there cheating. Now, somewhere in the preview, we see that Cynthia is the mistress or the side hoe that's messing with April's husband. April brings her husband to marriage counseling, and Cynthia playing like, oh, it's nice to meet you, during the whole time they screwing. But then Cynthia at her home life is saying, I know you screwing somebody else. I can see all the sex all over your face. And it turns out that April is screwing Cynthia's husband. It's a whole swingers situation. It's a whole swingers situation. They might as well turn them pineapples upside down and go ahead and swing around because it's really what it's about. That's the premise. Now, I don't know the twists, the turns, the ups, the downs, the around the corners that they're going to fight. I don't know if they find out about the swinging, any of that. But that's the premise of the movie. It's pure mess. I'm here for it. I'm going to watch it. The acting looked good. It didn't look like bad acting. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to review it. And I'm going to remind y'all because August 29th is right around the corner. But shout out to everybody for this movie on BET Plus. And shout out to Tammy and Wendy Raquel for directing and being the executive producer. Tammy, you're doing big things. I'm proud of you. Now, this right here, I cannot wait. I cannot. When I tell y'all, when they ask you about a TV show or an album or something that hit you in your life that really transcends culture, just made a shift, a little background, family background, little story time. My parents did not go to a HBCU, but they're both college educated. They both went to Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, which is SIUC. So every year, it was every other year as I was growing up, every 2 years, SIUC, which is a predominantly white institution, a PWI, they would have what was called a Black college reunion every 2 years. And so when I would go down to SIUC, It was the Black College reunion. Of course, it was all the Greeks. My dad is a Q, my mother is a Zeta. I knew all about the D9 and all of that. I thought that was what HBCUs were, like the Black people at the white people. Like I'm not from the South. I just really never heard of or really was in culture with HBCUs because that's just not where my parents went. They went to predominantly white institutions. So when A Different World came on and I saw what a HBCU actually was, I was really like intrigued. I loved it made me want to go to a HBCU. Now, mind you, I did go to SIUC for my freshman year and I quickly transferred my sophomore year. I was like, oh, this ain't like the Black College reunion. Like it's this not for me. And I went to Alabama State, which is a HBCU. So like A Different World was that show for me. I could sit down and watch reruns of A Different World from beginning to end any day of the week. I love it. So Netflix is in the works of a sequel. It's not really, it is kind of a spinoff. The sequel is going to be one of Whitley and Dwayne's daughters attending Hillman. I'm so excited to see this because we've seen many spinoffs that try to do the HBCU experience, like that show on BET with Anika Noni Rose. I don't already forgot the name of it. That was more dramatic. We've seen the spinoff of All American do like a HBCU. I forgot the name of that too. Like I've seen a couple of spinoffs of HBCUs, but they haven't been comedic like A Different World. They're more dramatic, and it didn't give me the same feel that A Different World gave me. So I'm so excited. Like just the continuation of the story of this being Whitley and Dwayne's daughter, because I love me some Whitley and Dwayne. Ugh, I love me some Whitley and Dwayne. I'm sure some of the original castmates, like I'm hoping Kadeem Hardison. I'm hoping he done came back from Japan and is still an engineering professor, a math professor. He's working. I'm hoping he's working at Hillman. I don't know what Whitley gonna do. Because I do want it to be focused about the kids, but you gotta have somebody. You gotta have somebody coming back. Maybe not Ron, not Fred. I don't know who could come back. Maybe Jaleesa could be helping people, or maybe Colonel Taylor. Is Colonel Taylor still here? I think Colonel Taylor is still here. I don't know if he's not, forgive me, but if Colonel Taylor is still here, maybe he could be the head of the math department. I think he was already the head of the math department. I don't know. I'm excited for this. I want it to be comedic, and I wanted to tackle serious issues like the original. Like I don't want it to be the original, but I want it to have somewhat of the same feel, if that makes sense. But Netflix, this is a big one. I love this. Can't wait for it to come out. Okay, what's next? Because I do got to get into a little challenge chat before me and Ebby got to talk about Love is Blind UK. Y'all seen this? I'm definitely going to ask Ebby about this at the 6 o'clock video. This Black couple was charging their guests $333 to attend their wedding. And they said a large number of people didn't go, as they should not have, as I would not have. Like if you send me an invoice with the invitation, you done just wasted however much money. You don't wasted however much money they charge you to print up that invoice and invitation. Because I'm not spending $333 for nothing. If it comes to the point where you have to charge your guests to attend, just go to the courthouse. It's not that serious. Just because it's about the marriage, not the wedding. Now, mind you, I did have me a little bit of a medium big size wedding, and I spent way too much damn money than I should have, but it's done and it's over with, and I had a great time. But I did not charge a guest a damn thing. Can you imagine how much? Because we had our wedding in Memphis. I'm not from Memphis. My husband isn't from Memphis. So everybody, I would say 90% of the people who attended our wedding already had to pay to come in from out of town, get a hotel. If you're in the wedding party, you had to pay, because nobody in the wedding party was from Memphis. You had to get a hotel, get your dress, your suit, like rehearsal dinners, kicking it, partying, liquor, all that. I think it's shameful to charge people to come to your wedding, and if you can't afford to throw yourself a party, just tell some people to sit at home and go ahead and go to the courthouse and do a little something in the backyard. I don't know. You got to stay within your budget. I should not have to pay for, the biggest day of your life. I don't care. I shouldn't have said it like that, but and $333 is a lot of money. Did I hear about the Disney star Sky Jackson getting arrested? I did. She's not in my generation of Disney, nor my sons. Like, I know the people who I had to watch when my son was younger. So I'm not real familiar with Sky Jackson. I know that meme of her, and I hope that's her, where she got her legs crossed with them sunglasses on. I don't know. That could be another Disney star. And since I just don't know a lot about her, I didn't care that much to talk about it. I'm trying to stumble over it now. I just don't know her. Up next, I don't like to roast pastors, but I don't like people playing with God either. Now, if y'all didn't see Pastor Keon Henderson, who is Shawnee O'Neal's husband, I already knew it was something wrong with him when he chose Shawnee O'Neal as his first lady. I said, it's got to be something wrong with him. He got to be a little bit crooked. He got to be a little bit of on what Shawnee owned to want to be with her. So I kind of ain't like him off jump when I saw who he chose as his partner. And that's just me. And I'm allowed to have to feel how I want to feel. But I now see that I was correct in my feelings. He got on the good internet, the good Lord's internet, talking about he need 2,100 people to pay $2,100 in 21 days because the Lord gave him them numbers. And I guess his prayers, the answer to his prayers, I don't know. And I said, sir, I know the Lord ain't tell you that, because it's too many people out here praying for lights, rent, car notes, just putting food on their children's table, back to school clothes, hell me, tuition, Parent Plus loans going through. It's too many people. It's hard times. We are in a what they call this an inflation. I know the Lord ain't tell you that 2,100 people got $2,100 just laying around to give to your church when they already given their 10% in their tithes and offerings. Maybe, that's everybody else's choice. And so I'm like, I don't like when people lie on the Lord like that, because I really don't like to tell when I give, because I feel like when you give, it should be in secret. I don't judge, but I do judge. I don't really like to see those videos of people giving money to the homeless or doing their charity. I just feel like if the Lord asked me to give something, I'm going to give it. Like the other day, I pulled up to a red light, and half the time I don't roll my window down. I don't believe in flashing money in front of people because they say people will rob you. But the Lord spoke to me, because I know the Lord when I hear, I can recognize his voice when I hear it. He was like, get that man $5. He was holding up a homeless sign, whatever. And so I gave him $5. And, I really don't carry cash. So it's a lot for me to give away my cash because I don't hardly ever carry cash. But I'm just saying that to say, if the Lord wanted me to give the church $2,100, I don't need the pastor to tell me. The Lord will touch me for me to open up my checkbook and give on my own. I don't like when people do stuff like that, because I feel like you lying on God, and I don't like when people play with the church. A lot of people don't go to the church because of this kind of stuff. And then a lot of people was on the internet talking about, well, your wife got $4 million. Why she can't help you? I kind of agree. Why the Lord had to tell you 2,100 people in 21 days for $2,100 when I know your wife got at least half of that in her purse? That's her shopping money. Anyway, moving on from the pastor. Do better. Please do better. Please, stop it with all these public cries for money, especially $4 million when we are in an inflation, and people just need $21 just to fill up their gas tank, and you talking about 2,100. Anyway, move on, because I don't like to read the people of the church. Anyway, how much time I got? I might have to come back to Funky Dineva question another time. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say these for Ebby. If y'all want to see the rest of this, me and Ebby gonna go live tonight at 6 p.m. Central. We're gonna talk about Love is Blind UK, but I'm gonna also bring up some of these topics with Ebby just to get her 2 cents. I love to ask Ebby stuff off guard without giving her the topic and get her raw reaction. I already know what she's gonna say about half of this stuff, but it'd be funny to me, and I love it. But anyway, y'all, please like this video. If you're on the rewatch, get in the comments. Please share. Please subscribe to the channel. Support the channel. All that good stuff. I appreciate all of the love and support. The channel is on the up and up. It's growing, and I love to see it. And I just thank you all for the support. Up next, I'm going to get into a pregame of the challenge. We all know the challenge comes on at 7 o'clock tonight, and I got a couple of hot topics I want to touch on that. So please come back. I forgot to put on the redirect, but just click on the link and come back. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.